Prediction time. Blazers play 3 games between now and the next time that we meet. Friday against the Dallas Mavericks, who are 16-32 on the year. Off until Tuesday, they'll play the Clippers in LA. Clippers are 23-24 right now. And then they're back at the Moda Center next night for a home matchup against the Bulls, who are 18-30. All 3 teams with losing records right now. Which games do the Blazers win? Which games do the Blazers lose?
To start this off, are we all, Jared, you would know this, are we all the same or are we different?
We are all tied now.
Okay.
I don't remember what the exact record is, but we all have the same record for picking these games this season.
Did we pick the same games, the same outcomes this upcoming week?
No.
Good. Okay.
All right.
Well, then I'll go first.
2 of us did, and one
Two
of us
did. Okay. Well, one of us I think must have gone 3-0. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I wonder too.
Not me. I picked the Blazers to go.
Are you calling me a homer?
Just a little. I picked the Blazers to go 2-1. And the one game I picked them to lose was the Clippers game on the road.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin was fantastic in the first matchup against the Blazers.
That was a fun game
this
by the
year.
way.
It was. I mean, that shot he made at the end was incredible, but he had played that. He had owned that fourth quarter, and so I think he's a lot like DeMarcus Cousins for the Blazers. I don't think they really have anyone defensively who can match up with him. He can handle the ball. Al-Farouq Aminu's too small for the most part to physically match up, and Yusuf Nurkic and Ed Davis are too slow to guard him on the outside. And so I think
He punished him.
he did, and I think he'll do it again. And I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
But I think the Clippers are going to win that game. The other two, the Mavs. I mean, I was talking with Orlando. The Blazers haven't been more than 4 games over 500 all year. Right now, they're 4 games over 500.
That's actually not true.
When were they?
They were 13-8.
Oh, 13-8.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a chance to
4
match.
games.
They have
Yeah.
a chance to match the highest they've been above 500 all year, and they get the lonely Mavericks, who are 16-32. Everyone's expecting the Blazers to win, including me. I think the Blazers will win, but this is just so set up to be a game that the Blazers lose.
Oh, totally.
But maybe this newfound team in 2018 is going to keep it going, and I think they will, and I think they'll beat the Mavs. And then they get the Bulls. It's a back-to-back for Portland, a road-to-home back-to-back, which is tough. The Bulls have a couple days off in between. But the Blazers are actually 5-3 in back-to-backs this year, so it hasn't really been an issue. And I think they'll beat Chicago as well. Chicago's not playing as well as they were when Mirotić first came back. So I think the Blazers will be 2-1 and continue to slowly build that record.
I'm on the same page as you, so I'll go next. This is a 2-1 week, but this is one of those weeks that we talk about that they have to take advantage of.
Right.
When you're playing these bad teams, stack up those wins so that when you have to go, and face some of the better teams in the West, these are padding in that tight Western Conference that we talked about. So I just think this is a huge opportunity for them. Going 3-0 this week would be huge.
And they could do
huge.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 losing teams you're facing. So take advantage of this week. But I agree. I think it's a 2-1 type deal for them. I think that Mavericks game is going to be close, like you're saying. I mean, the Blazers shot lights out a week ago against them. And what did they beat them by, 9 or 8, something like that?
Yeah. That game never really felt in doubt, though.
No,
it didn't.
But they shot over 50% from the field. I think they were 50% from 3. So, I mean, they shot so well against the Mavericks, and I don't think that they will shoot that well again on the road. So I think that game will be close. And then the Clippers, I agree with you. DeAndre Jordan should be 100% by then. I think he played last game as well.
He's back.
So he's good to go. The issues that Blake Griffin creates, like you mentioned, he's one of those dynamic players in the league that's going to give you fits. And for the Blazers, it's a matchup problem. And Lou Williams, I don't even think he was really a factor at the beginning of the year when they faced him.
Not like he is now.
Yeah. So now he's a problem.
And he got snubbed as an All-Star.
So now he's angry, and he's a problem.
See if he has like a Lillard effect after getting snubbed.
Maybe.
Maybe he'll just take a bunch of bad shots, and the Blazers will
survive. And so, to your point, the Clippers are one of those teams that's going to be hanging around in the Western Conference, going to be in a similar scenario that the Blazers are in, where 1 or 2 games is going to be the difference between 1 or 2 seeds. Yeah. And this game could be huge when it comes back to that, series and looking at the way things shape up. Still in that one would be great. I just don't think they do it in LA. And then the Bulls, I'm wondering when the Bulls will start officially tanking. because they should. But
Yes, they should.
I like the Blazers at home against the Wolves.
All right, so I thought this was a good and maybe the last opportunity they have this season to get one of those coveted 4-game winning streaks, which they haven't had yet.
No.
And if they win these 3 games, then that'll be 4 in a row. And so I picked them to go 3-0 because they've been beating the bad teams, and they've been doing that for a while now. So the Mavericks are a bad team, and maybe it's a trap game. Maybe the Blazers look ahead to the Clippers. Maybe the Mavericks have a great game. I mean, it can happen, but they're 10-16 at home. I mean, they're not even good at home, so I think the Blazers are going to win that one. The Clippers, that's a tough matchup. I agree, and I think it could be very close, and I could easily see the Clippers winning that game. But they've lost 3 in a row, and they haven't looked good in those 3 losses. Their defense is terrible right now. They're allowing 121 points per game. I think this new and improved Blazers offense is going to carry them to victory in L.A. And then the Bulls are 5-7 in January after they had a really good December. I think they're coming back down to earth. That's going to be a tough, like you said, road to home back-to-back. But the Blazers are young. They play well in back-to-backs, and they're just a better team than the Bulls. So I'm going to go 3-0. I think that they're going to get this 4-game winning streak, and then the schedule gets really tough.
Yeah, you talked about trying to pad the record a little bit, because in the beginning of February they have a road trip that involves Toronto and Boston and Detroit. It's a tough East Coast road trip they have starting February. So you're right, this is an opportunity for them to kind of build up that record.
Get these wins now. Yeah,
absolutely. And the